Welcome to the Live Fully with Kratom podcast. I'm ETHA co-founder Alexander, and today with me is fellow co-founder Victor Chung. Good morning.
Morning.
And we also have our producer and mixologist, Nicole.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just want the chocolate.
Yeah, let's get started. What are we talking about today? We have some samples of different drinks and maybe potentiators for Kratom.
Yeah, potentiators, which I am going to be that person, but I don't even know what that means.
Well, let's get started and we'll all find out together.
Thanks, Alex. We'll know. I've been pronouncing it and spelling it wrong this whole time for years. I've been saying potentiators, P-R-O instead of potentiate.
Potentiators.
Yeah.
Adding R in there. Yeah, it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's fine. Spelling does not matter.
Yeah, of course.
With spell check and searching, I am the worst speller in case anybody wants to know.
Yes, he
But
is.
yes.
Yes, he
so
is.
a potentiator is a general term that kind of amplifies the effect or increases the effect of something. So typically people will combine supplements together or something to either make the effect stronger or make it last longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And a lot of times it doesn't make it taste better. But hopefully today, Nicole has selected things that are not so off-putting.
Does not look like it based on the labels.
I know.
Hey, we're good. We're good. So this is a normal kratom tea. So this is kratom powder with water, I'm guessing. Is that
So
correct?
that is grapefruit juice with 1 gram of green kratom.
Did you take any kratom today, actually?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Whoops.
This is a lot of kratom.
You don't have to
We'll
drink
see
it
how it
all.
goes. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Sip.
I have not taken any. We were supposed to give you a heads up. Did we forget to do that?
Yes.
Whoops. It's been a tough 24 hours for the team here. A lot of crazy stuff happened. But anyway, this is
Cheers.
good. Cheers. I haven't had any kratom, so I'm really looking forward to this. So the most common one is citrus, adding citrus to supplements to help potentiate. So this is grapefruit.
It's pretty good.
Yeah? I
Yeah.
hate grapefruit. So grapefruit juice, grapefruit bitterness.
I mean, grapefruit is kind of a dual acting role in this case. So we have the acidic nature of the grapefruit juice, which helps extract the alkaloids. It makes them more water soluble. And then also grapefruit juice blocks an enzyme in our body that digests the alkaloids. So
Oh,
basically-
interesting.
So when you get the alkaloid effect, your body is getting the effect from kratom, and then your body, your liver, processes that alkaloid to kind of take it away. And so there's something in grapefruit juice that interacts with that enzyme to stop your body from basically breaking down the alkaloid, so it lasts a little bit longer.
Oh.
Oh, I hate that bitter aftertaste.
I mean, it's grapefruit juice. I mean,
The
actually,
sugar-
I
the
mean,
sugar
I almost
helps a lot.
like this better than just kratom in water alone. I mean, the acid has a nice little tartness to it, and it kind of distracts me from the kratom flavor, so it's not bad. I mean,
Orange juice. I'd take orange juice over this.
Surprisingly enough, like I don't like grapefruit juice, but I almost like this better than orange juice. And well, because I think it's one of those things where like, you know, I like orange juice.
Yeah.
And then to me, kratom just kind of like makes it
ruins
awful.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, ruins
And like, I don't
it.
like grapefruit juice. I don't like kratom on its own, but together it's kind of like different. It's almost like a gin and tonic for me, where like I have them separately, I don't like it. So I think that's almost the same effect. It's like a gin and tonic of kratom.
Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah. What's the
Quinines?
Quinines.
Yeah,
That
tonic
bitterness.
water has a super bitter flavor.
Yeah.
Quinines that are anti-malarial, antiviral. And yeah, it's I've never tasted anything as bitter as quinines. Talking about, and quinines are also the responsible active ingredient in Tongkat Ali that we sell. And that flavor is a rough one. It's worse than kratom for sure.
Oh,
So-
yeah. I'm
I
so
mean,
glad
kratom
we
is
make it
not-
in tablet form and
Yes.
you can just swallow it. You don't have to taste it. Oh, yeah. I had a bag of like you know how we have our founders blend, the kratom that doesn't meet specs, usually in size and in whatever in density, and we do the same for Tonkat. So I have a bag of like misspec'd Tonkat, and by the end there's like this Tonkat powder, and I'm like, I don't want to throw that away, so I just go like no, and it's like wood. It absorbs that
Water
that
swells up a
all
little
the
bit, yeah.
all the moisture in your mouth just gets sucked right in. It is horrendous. but the effects are awesome. I'll tell you what, it is probably, I mean, Kratom obviously, but Tonkat Ali, number 2 for me. I really enjoy the fact I've been taking it. I've been doing it regularly, like religiously every day, 2-3 tablets, and I feel great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, I like it because it helps me in my workout, increases testosterone. I mean, I have the blood work to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also helps reduce cortisol levels, which is that stress hormone. So,
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit of stress is good for our body. We need it to grow in the right direction. We need it to develop. But then too much stress is what causes aging, causes injury. And so, yeah, I like it because it helps me work out, build muscle mass, and then also helps reduce stress, which we have a lot of stress. And so it's a great way to reduce it naturally.
Yeah, it's great. Love it. Tonkat Ali.
Yeah, surprisingly, I actually like this. So I like this more than orange juice and Kratom.
All right, so your thumbs up.
Yeah.
Victor, thumbs down. All right, but still a great potentiator. So let's go with the next one.
All right, next one is going to be cayenne pepper sprinkled in our refresh.
Refresh. So it's this one.
It's the refresh
Okay.
Kratom tea.
All right, I love refresh.
I'm a little skeptical of this cayenne pepper. Yeah, I mean, cayenne pepper, the capsaicin is supposed to be a potentiator for a lot of compounds.
That's pretty common, yeah.
I haven't seen any direct research on this. So unlike the testing we've done with acid modifiers to do extractions, as well as then the enzyme, the PY450, that I've seen direct research. That's kind of a known drug metabolism, but I've not seen any direct research on cayenne pepper. But I do know the capsaicin is very common to add to a lot of supplements, compounds, foods to kind of have
Okay.
potentiation.
I'm going to be that person again, but what's capsaicin?
It's the peppery flavor. It's like that spiciness from the pepper itself.
Got it. Okay.
What's the hot side?
All right.
Yeah, that's why black pepper too is always a common ingredient additive in supplements.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just it seems like more common knowledge, like common, almost like a wives' tale. Like this. If I take spicy food, I start to sweat more. My blood starts moving more. So wouldn't that also mean that things move around my body better, absorb better?
Maybe because I do know that spicy foods are traditionally consumed by cultures that are in very hot areas because typically your body's appetite goes down in hot weather, and so the spicy food is meant to increase your appetite, and it does. And so maybe there's something to your point that spiciness does help your body kind of process and digest more. So maybe there is something to that effect.
Yep. All right. Cheers. Cayenne and refresh. How much cayenne did you put in there?
Okay, I did put maybe a little more than a pinch because I really like a sweet, spicy combo. So I thought,
whoa, that is way more than a pinch. At least mine is. Dang. I was like, cayenne doesn't, I don't, cayenne isn't a very, how many skullfuls does cayenne have? But it's not very high.
I don't know.
In the pantheon of
yes.
Pepper X and ghost peppers and all that stuff.
Oh, there's a lot in there, yeah.
But this is...
I didn't mix
Oh, you
mine
didn't,
up.
you didn't mix it up.
Oh, there it is. I see it. It's red now. It's red. Oh, I'm getting it.
I'd mix mine up.
Get those capsaicins.
Shot.
That one's spicy.
Yeah, baby. Let's
Wake
go. I actually kind of like that.
Yay,
That's a
okay.
fun... I wouldn't drink maybe a whole bottle, 8 ounces of this mix, but... Ooh, baby.
I think
Wakes
it
you
helps
up.
because our refresh is delicious on its own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, you can just drink that
I mean,
all day.
cinnamon could be... I wonder if cinnamon has a similar effect or could be a nice...
Take a sip of that now.
Wait, I think I did read something about cinnamon
I mean,
when
cinnamon
I was
is a
researching
very...
this.
Yeah, cinnamon has some very good medicinal benefits. And that... I mean, I could almost like cinnamon in this quite a bit. Like a nice little the pepper is just... It's...
Yeah.
It's
Take this
pretty.
afterwards. It's like taking a tequila shot. Get the lime.
That's good.
My whole
better.
insides are all nice and warmed up, ready to
Love
go.
it.
All right. I was tired and moody all morning. I'm feeling good now. Let's go.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go to next the apple cider vinegar in warm water with honey, and then you guys are just gonna take this with 2 green kratom tablets.
Ah, okay. So that was the recommendation on how to do this.
yeah. So, I mean, this is just the same like a acid modifier. So acetic acid is the main acid from vinegars, which is just a known. It's known to really help kind of create a salt-based mitragynine that makes it water soluble. So it will help kind of extract from the tablets.
Okay, and the honey just helps bring the medicine down.
Oh, that was a baby sip. No, you have to just shoot it like a shot.
Why don't you shoot it like a shot? Tell us what to do. All right. You're not the boss of me. Actually, today you are.
Shot.
I mean, it's not too bad with a little bit of the water in there.
It's good for you.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, apple cider vinegar is one of those miracle health remedies that people will talk about for skin health, for digestive health, for all
everything.
sorts of. But I mean, it should help. I mean, it's a probiotic, right? It should help digesting food and just a good.
I poop enough. I'm good. I don't need this.
That's a different problem.
I put in such a baby amount. You can see behind you in the bottle.
It is a small amount.
It's a tiny bit.
It's so powerful. The taste is. Yeah, that's the worst for me. Maybe like quadruple the sugar or the honey would be great. No, that was awful.
I don't mind it because I really like vinegar flavors. So like red wine vinegar and a little bit of olive oil on dressing.
Yeah,
that's
that's
kind of my
fine.
go-to.
I
and
like that. That's good.
So I really like vinegar flavors, pickles, and all sorts of
again,
pickle.
all good. But I'll take a shot of it. Come on. Although people do drink pickle juice and all that too. So
yeah,
there's that. I am not in that camp, people. Oh.
No
I feel
good.
kind of like working in the belly.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. All right. So I was a second one. I was thumbs up. What were you? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Would you do that on the reg?
I mean, I just like it mainly because of the health benefits of apple cider vinegar.
Yeah,
so
that
I mean,
one.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
like
you
it was
like that
good. Like it was. For me, it wasn't too acidic. I mean, there was just a tiny bit in there, a lot of water, a little bit of honey. So yeah, I think it was good for me.
So you would do that on a regular basis?
Yes, but I mean, not necessarily related to kratom. I would just do it because it's healthy, so to speak, and a good probiotic.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, so
kill two birds, right? You get both benefits. It helps maybe take less kratom too.
Yeah, I mean, the only issue is that generally, like, I'm taking kratom of, I'm out the door, then I'm like halfway to work, I'm like, I need kratom. It's like, I reach into like my glove box and like, or I'm like,
so
wherever,
often that's the case.
It's like, so I just have like kratom stashed in different places, or I'm like, I need kratom. Oh, there's some in my backpack. So that's where it's, the tablets make it so easy that I just have them in those places and I forget.
Right.
So that's the only thing of like, I don't think I'm going to store apple cider vinegar around locations, but if you do find random bottles, you'll know why. You'll know why.
You can put that everywhere. Come on. He's just swigging it every second. All right. No, I'm not going to do that. So far, I will consider doing cayenne with refresh because I think that's a fun mix. So I'm good on that. I don't think you were good with that one.
No, I mean, I'm interested to try cinnamon though. So like, I liked a little bit of that kind of like peppery aftertaste, but yeah, but just the cayenne pepper was kind of like not so much. But yeah, I'm curious on the cinnamon side if that would be helpful because that is one of those medicinal plants as well, and there's a lot of benefits that people overlook cinnamon for. And yeah, I would really like that flavor maybe too.
Yeah. Okay. With our hazelnut shot. That with
cinnamon hazelnut,
this right here.
Like a Mexican hot chocolate would be amazing.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, speaking of the hazelnut shot, that's next. A little bit of dark chocolate, 70%, with a sip of hazelnut.
All right.
Wait, so how is this a potentiator?
It's just delicious, all right? Sometimes you just want a little deliciousness in your life.
What's the process to eat chocolate? It's like this.
I don't know. Well, here, you see, it contains, read it right there.
No, I mean, cacao has, from what I know on the research side, there's not a lot, but there's some companies that have done quite a bit of research into the heart health of the cacao active ingredients. So yeah, so there's quite a bit of good that's just good for your vascular system as well as your heart.
All right, so we eat this first and then we...
Yeah, I mean, especially because it's dark chocolate, so there's not nearly as much sugar. There's not as much of the negative parts of kind of chocolate, which is the sugar.
You like it?
Number one right there.
Whoa.
Sweet.
It's a sweet kick, yeah.
But this being 70% and being a little bit more bitter, the dark chocolate
There's no like
tempers it a little bit. All right, that might be number one right there. Because you can do this. Keep on eating chocolate. And if you're wondering, that is the new and improved refresh. So that's so if you guys are if you're a fan of refresh, you've been using refresh for a while, like everything at ETHA, we're always trying to work to
the
improve.
hazelnut smoothie shot.
Oh, sorry, not refresh. Hazelnut. Although we have improved that as well too. But the hazelnut smoothie shot has been improved, new and improved. So check it out. And if you have an old bottle, do a side-by-side comparison. That's always fun too. But yeah, so that's the new formulation.
Chocolate.
I like that with the salt and then the salty sweet thing going. Good choice.
So how is this one a potentiator?
I think it's a compliment more than anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So I don't think I don't know. I don't think there's anything that's actually potentiating.
I mean, again, yeah, no research that I know directly that would be a potentiator for this. But yeah, I mean, just the dark chocolate in general has. I'll do some more research because there was a San Diego-based company that I got connected with because since we're entrepreneurs, we're connected.
I remember them.
With universities, and there's this really great resource that we have available at San Diego University, which is called The Brink. So they are a government grant funded organization that helps entrepreneurs in the San Diego area. So through the university, they will give us office hours to various resources from legal to just like business plan training, to presentations. They also work with angel investors. So their main goal is how to try to attract people or the wealth around San Diego. How do we kind of bolster the small businesses here by they work with the investor side and they also work with entrepreneurs and trying to combine them together. And so, yeah, and I'll look that up and kind of see if I can get more of the details on what is actually beneficial about the cacao and how it helps.
Yeah, if there's any relationship at all to any of the alkaloids in Kratom, that'd be good to know. But you know what? The easiest and funnest to do, so that wins. Zero research wins. No, that's good. All right, what was of the four? What's your favorite? Which is the one you would do?
I mean, the hazelnut shot's the easiest because I would just open the bottle and drink it directly.
You have to find chocolate.
That's
hard.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to reduce sugar, so I don't think I would do that
count.
regularly.
That doesn't count.
Surprisingly, I do like the grapefruit, but not enough more than, like I said, my tablets, because the tablets are just stashed everywhere. Yeah, I guess that's I think the tablets are going to be the number one.
That wasn't even a choice, but okay.
And then tablets are. And if I can have some apple cider vinegar, I will try to incorporate that at least in the morning. So I'll try to move my tablets into like the kitchen or in my morning routine, and then have a bottle of vinegar around to add to it.
There you go. Boom. All right.
Alex, I was going to ask you, when I was researching this, magnesium kept popping up, and it said it helps with tolerance buildup. Is that a thing? Have you heard of that? It says it helps reduce tolerance buildup if you take magnesium with Kratom.
Yeah. So, I mean, two things that could be related to that. Because Kratom alkaloids do interact with the dopaminergic system, I notice this when I consume a lot of Kratom and do a lot of activity and exercise. It's very easy for my muscles to cramp up. They'll get really tight. And so that's kind of probably that overactivation of the dopaminergic system. And magnesium definitely does help with that process. And actually, I talked to Dr. Edward Boyer about that when I saw him in San Diego during last year during one of the trials that was happening here. He was a witness for that case. And so that's where I got that information from. And I've noticed that my blood panel is also not necessarily critically low, but it's on the lower side with magnesium, which is probably actually a case for most people. So in a lot of our food supply, people are aware that we get a lot of sodium, right? So much so it's like, oh, you must lower your sodium intake, which really is, I've also heard other story to that where it's really not too much sodium intake. It's just that our food supply is so oversaturated with sodium and not enough of the other salts, magnesium, calcium, that we just don't actually get enough of magnesium in our normal supply. And a lot of that's also related to that, we used to walk around in our environment, walking on the plants, like swimming more in the oceans, the waters, and our skin absorbs a lot of compounds directly through the skin. And so I can imagine that, we're so now sheltered in our environment that we just don't have that natural interaction with the environment, absorbing those minerals and salts as much as we used to. So magnesium definitely helps me for like any type of cramping or stiffness of the muscles. And then if there's any kind of, one of the other ways that pain is blocked in the body is through like a calcium channel blocking, so that there's some recent drugs that just came out that do not interact with opioid receptors. They actually block the calcium channel, which is kind of like the way our pain signals cascade through. And so maybe there's something related to kratom on the calcium channel blocking, and then I could maybe see how that's somehow related, the magnesium helping with that side, but I'm not sure directly.
Well, it doesn't hurt.
Yes,
like all these
definitely.
things.
And of course, I mean, I definitely know for me personally, because I went and got blood testing, right? It's like it's kind of like everything we do here is, okay, there's a little bit of anecdotal evidence, or there's this theory or like hypothesis that we have about it. Well, can I go test it and see it is? Oh yeah, my body is a little bit low in magnesium. So then yes, now I'm going to supplement. Same thing I did with vitamin D and all the other minerals and vitamins that I take. It's, yeah, like I think I have this. Well, let me find some concrete objective way to actually test it, and then I'll supplement with the correct supplements.
Yeah. That's magnesium is one of the things we add into our regular
that's
supplementing for the whole family. So
I mean, that could be a lot of why there's if people have high blood pressure, that could be related to the magnesium, because your just muscles and everything are super tight and not relaxing to let the vasos dilate open. So yeah, there's a really good argument for getting tested for magnesium, making sure you get enough of it.
Yeah. And there's also benefits for digestion. There's benefits for sleep
and stress.
So that's the two primary reasons why my family is taking it. It's for sleep and digestion.
I didn't realize, I listened to a podcast on magnesium and how many different kinds of magnesium there are. Different types of magnesium salts are better for different specific kind of support issues, whether it's for the muscle relaxation or the sleep or the brain health. There's different magnesium. There's like 7 or 8, I want to say, that are critical. And
we take 2 different kinds. So magnesium citrate for digestion and so on and so forth. Yeah, good question.
I would say that...
You thought you stumped him, huh? But you didn't stump him.
I would say that my favorite potentiator would be actually exercise for kratom.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's the
best. So when I take kratom and go work out, I feel amazing, and then it's just I do that, and then it helps me keep working out, and then I just feel great about myself. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm strong again. So after that is still by far my favorite activity.
So yesterday I had was it yesterday? 2 days ago, we had a Spanish lesson. So my oldest, Enzo, we take Spanish with an instructor from Argentina. And it's always after the day. He's at school all day, activities, and then I work all day. And oftentimes we it's like, oh, gotta get this going. We gotta do it. Can't just cancel. We gotta do this thing. We gotta learn our Spanish. So it's a Zoom call. We turn on the Zoom and we're just exhausted, and we're just kind of like dozing constantly. And so what I do is, on the way home, I'll take some kratom, and that's good. I forgot on Monday because we don't normally have Spanish on Monday. Whatever. So it's a change in schedule. So I'm in it, and I'm exhausted, and Enzo is like literally like sleeping on his shoulder. I'm like, dude, she's gonna be on any second. We gotta wake up. And he's like, kratom, Dad. I'm like, you're right. Let's take some kratom. So we went and grabbed some kratom and then sat down. But because we were just stationary, just sitting there, it wasn't doing anything. We were just kind of still dozing off. And I thought about you, and always professing you gotta exercise. That's how you get things going. It's a great potentiator. And I'm like, Soul, give us 2 seconds. She's like, okay, sure. Pause. I'm like, you and I, let's just chase each other. So we just ran like as fast as we could, did like laps around the house real quick. And they're like, oh, you feel good? I'm like, feel good. All right, let's go. And we sat down and we had like the best lesson. We were alert, we were happy, we were receptive. Like normally we're kind of combative in this thing, because we're always just trying to prove who's better. And we were actually like, our mood was better. So we're like, good job on that one. And like normally we make fun of each other in Spanish and stuff. Anyway, it was such a great thing. Just take some Kratom, do a little exercise, and it made for the best hour of Spanish lesson. So yeah,
that's by far my favorite potentiators exercise.
Yeah. That's my normal routine. God, when I'm just trying to get into it, where in the morning I wake up, take some Kratom, and then I do cold plunge, exercise, because exercise is at the end of this chain of like Kratom, get lunches ready for the kids, get all that stuff, get them dressed, and then cold plunge maybe, then exercise, then out the door. Like exercise is like always like, crap, not enough time. And then just getting yelled at like this morning, got to the exercise part. I'm like, Enzo, we have 10 minutes. Let's go. Let's do something crazy. We have 10 minutes. That's all we have. That's like not enough for a workout, but better than nothing. And then Lisa looks over. She's like, 10 minutes? No workout. Get going. You're not even dressed yet. I'm like, I'll just put on a shirt. I don't care. So you guys are seeing what I wore to sleep last night. It was the shirt. Just grab some jeans, out the door. Let's go. But I got the workout in. We got the workout in. And but I didn't take Kratom. So it was so you get here and I was like not feeling it until literally like right now.
Yeah,
so,
your energy did kick up.
Just boom, right up. That's crazy.
Great.
All right. Anything else we want to cover?
I don't know. Any other questions or what's?
Oh, things to avoid. This is. I love that the things to avoid are things you should avoid anyway.
Well, I mean, work with your doctor, of course, on this, but it's in general. Yeah. So I look to change my diet, sleep, exercise. What can I change in my lifestyle? And Gary Brecka put it where, it's humans now have the power to change our lighting artificially, right? And that is a big signal for our body that we kind of take for granted. And when he put it in terms of the temperature that we're able to control of lights, so typically lights that are more yellow or red or colder, and then when you get to the bright blue light, that really bright daylight type, that's like a higher, like this is like a daylight, so it's like a 6,000 Kelvin, something like really high blue, and when Gary Brecka put it in terms of we can control the temperature of these lights, and we can literally make it as bright and as hot as the surface of the sun in any room we want to at any time of day. And so when you think about it that way, where it's so extreme, it's literally this, ball of the sun that's amazing and giant that we can now control that temperature inside. And of course it's going to affect our light and our sleep patterns. But
all of it.
For me at least, it just puts it in that kind of context of like such an extreme way to put it, but it's actually like very true. And so that's where I try to turn lights down, try to do screen, try to not watch YouTube at night, and so sometimes I'm really good, and then other weeks I'm like I'm sleeping horrible, and like I should probably not do this. Like just one more video.
Wait, so
it's so tempting.
So what is there like a perfect light setting to have? Like, is this not good for your brain or body, or like is warmer better, cooler better?
It depends on the time of the day. So you want the light is the biggest signal for our circadian rhythm. So in the morning, it's best to have a nice red light to come into our body, kind of wake up our cells and kind of start activating it. You want the high temperature during the middle of the day, but then towards the evening, you want to get rid of the blue light, make it a colder light, almost like the sun is setting, and go more towards yellow, red, and then dimmer light. So ideally in the evening time, just try to follow what the sun is doing is kind of the guidance.
The next invention.
That's what I was saying.
Mark my words,
right?
will be a 24-hour light bulb.
Listening right now. We do have
engineer.
Some engineer going. Bum, bum. We will buy it if you make it.
I would buy it for sure.
Right? Just naturally just adjust it. And there's light bulbs that do adjust and all that, but that's just too
Philips
much work.
Hue. I mean, they're kind of expensive is a problem. But you can get the LED color changing light bulbs, or like Philips Hue is like the smart controllable light bulbs that
and
you program the
schedule. On its own?
And it would slowly dim and change to like a nice yellow, lower temperature. Yeah, those are.
All right, so we're behind the
the tech curve.
Behind the tech curve. I'm going to get those for sure.
Home Depot, done. Or in your case, Amazon. We love the Amazon, don't we all? That's what I do at night. At nighttime, thankfully we have everything on dimmers, and I go to
Smart.
I go to dim settings. I go to like just we have different just like mood lighting really, but I go at nighttime after 7 o'clock. That's all we're going on, unless like Levi's yelling at me because he can't do his art project. He's like, I can't see. Turn on the lights, and then when you turn on, it's just like whoa, like it's just because you're so used, everything adjusts, and everyone's just like all of a sudden like, what the hell's happening? We're all on alert all of a sudden. I'm like, no, your art project is not that important. I'm still not going to hang it up in the office.
So yes, while I try to avoid medications personally as much as I can through lifestyle change, there's definitely medications that should not be combined with Kratom. I mean, very much, benzodiazepines, alcohol, opioids, just that kind of, amplifying effect can be very concerning. And I would recommend talking with your doctor on that specifically, and definitely don't combine them on purpose. I mean, that's where unfortunately we see a lot of the negative events that happen with Kratom. Always, to our knowledge, almost always involve other drugs that are combined with it. And so much so if you take any one of those drugs, opioids, alcohol, or benzodiazepines, and ramp up the dosage, that is going to cause someone to die or pass away on its own. Kratom, we don't have that. You can't overdose from it. You would have too much plant material trying to do it. So obviously, it's like if that substance by itself can cause mortality, then, well, that's kind of the problematic substance.
Yeah, regardless of what you're adding.
Yes.
You're adding water to it. Maybe water is the problem.
I know, right? So, yeah, any other questions? Are there...
I just amped up my Kratom tea by adding the rest of this in there. This is actually pretty good.
Okay, so like a little bit of...
You want my spit? You can have some of my spit. You can also open it. Try that out. See what you think.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I think that I could do all the time.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit of grapefruit
well, maybe
juice.
mine had like less grapefruit than yours because I think
they both had the same.
Are we sure?
100%.
How
I
consistent?
measured.
It's a little more than a pinch,
You both had cayenne or grapefruit?
Grapefruit.
No, exact same.
Boom.
Yeah, I measured.
I'm just more sensitive. You're the real man. You could take it.
I like grapefruit.
I like grapefruit. Okay, well, that's it. That was fun. Thank you, Nicole, for that. It's always nice to change up the routine with some fun stuff. So the drug testing that she made us do like a couple weeks ago or something, and now this is really cool. So if you guys like these kinds of things, we're more than happy to do it. It's be honest, it's just more fun anyway. So
yeah, make a recommendation. It's fun.
Yeah, let us know.
See something new.
Yeah. Like always, guys. If you have any questions you guys want us to cover, we're gonna do this Ask the Founders thing at least once a month, where we try to just go through as many questions that are sent to us. But sometimes it's a good question that's really meaty, and we need to devote a whole episode to. We're willing to do that as well too. So actually, one of the future episodes coming up was a question that was submitted on Spotify, and we're going to devote a whole episode to it. So we'll do that, I think, maybe next week or in 2 weeks. And it's around kratom and addiction. So it's a serious topic. We've covered it a couple times, but it bears us repeating and updating with any new research that we have.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys always for supporting the show. If you want to continue that support, go to ETHA Naturals or ethakratom.com for all your kratom needs. We also have Tomcat Ali, which we're huge fans of, and some other stuff as well too. So definitely check it out. Again, if you have any topics for us, please send them our way. We'd love to hear it. It helps us do the show. We don't have to be creative. We'll just answer your questions. All right, guys. As always, I'm Victor.
I'm Alexander.
And I'm Nicole.
And as always,
live fully.